Okay. All right. I'm back. I'm back. My hair is straight. Got a little red wine. A little Roscato. I asked my Instagram to ask me any questions and I'll answer them. And some of them are a little personal if you ask me. Like, whoa. Like, is you in my business? Don't do that.
You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
Do I think someone is ever too old to start getting money? I feel washed and out of touch. No, like you're never too old to start. Like, and I think like a lot of people when starting businesses or coming up with ideas, they stand in their own way. And I have this thing that I tell myself is like fuck fear. It's like you have all this doubt, all this fear, you're so scared to start. So as soon as somebody critique you or criticize you, you say fuck it. And so no, you're not too old to start. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many stories about like if you look at when Oprah started, we look at the guy who started Amazon. It's so many people that started later on in life, and it's okay to start. Everybody has a different story. And I know like social media has put in people's mind about immediate gratification. And like you see all these 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 30-year-olds like making millions and millions of dollars, and you think it's not possible. One, it is possible. Two, somebody else's success does not mean you failed. And everybody has a different path and track in life. I started my business in 6 months, became successful. I started making money. Yours might take 3 years. Yours might take 2 weeks. Yours might be an overnight success. Some people businesses take 10 years. Like you just never know the path, your path. And your path will never be somebody else's path. I had a friend say like, she was, sad and depressed a little bit by what was being posted on Instagram because she was like, I just feel like I'm just not doing enough. And I told her immediately, stop following those people. You control your narrative on social media. If somebody's making you feel like you're not good enough, if somebody's making you feel like what you're doing is not enough, then stop. You don't have to follow these people. Stop. I'm like, you're doing good. You're putting in the effort every single day. It's almost like NASCAR. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you turn and look at the next driver, turn a split second, you're gonna run into a fucking brick wall. Like just keep your eye. It's like tunnel vision for real. And I just feel like it's never too late to start. And you should start with what you have. Like you can, like people want to start with this picture perfect story or scenario. And I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna leave y'all on this. In life, it's almost like this. This is how life is. As soon as you learn all of the answers, the questions change. So just start. Start now. Start with what you have. It's never too late to start. If you're 50, start now. People live until 100, 97. That's still 40 more years of life left. How do you find good employees? I want to say one shout out to my team right now. They are fucking amazing. Zay, Miriam, Smith, Corinne, Nikki, Aaron, Courtney. Fucking amazing. And they kind of like all found me, but I'm more so like a personality characteristic kind of girl. So a lot of times I tell everybody this when I do an interview, I only ask 3 questions, maybe 4, and that's your 1 year plan because I just want to see if we are like-minded enough, but it's not the same exact thing because I feel like we will hinder each other. 2, what's your 5 year goal? Because I just like for you to have like some type of goals and aspirations in life. And then 3 is what's your social media handle and could you pull it up right now so I can just see like your personality. And then if I like your personality and stuff like that from Instagram, because Instagram tells a lot about a person. Like if you go to somebody's Insta story, you can tell if they're going through a breakup. You can kind of tell that they mad at their friends, they mad at their parents, they mad at the world. Like you see what they think is funny, you see what they think is nice, you see what is thoughtful. You kind of like can get to know the person 90% of the time. And then if they pass all 3 of those tests, then I give them a task. So for instance, if you are trying out to be a graphic designer, I'm going to say, hey, okay, Valentine's Day is coming up. Could you show me a sample design for Valentine's Day rollout? Like 3 designs or 4 designs. And if I like your designs, then we just move forward and I hire you. But I always ask those 3 questions, and then there's always a task attached just to see, what your working style is like. Even like in the salon, I ask you to, do hair so I can see like what it actually would look like. Details on opening up a salon storefront. Well, honestly, when I open up, I only have one storefront, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, Snob Life Studios. And I literally Googled everything to do to open up that salon. But my takeaways from it is I would have made the actual storefront where the products is being sold. I would have made that more extravagant and more shoppable to like the clients. I think like that's one thing, like when I redo my store, that's one thing I will do instead of like I put my store upstairs, which I shouldn't, because if you own a salon, your real revenue does not come from hairstylists. Like it comes from product. Do I look forward to getting married? Mm. 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 What was the question again?
Do you look forward to getting married?
Oof. Do I look forward to getting married? Ooh. No. No, I want to get married, but I'm really scared half to death. But I do know that there are some good men left out there, and God got me a really dope husband lined up. But I don't even want to be I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't even want to be in a serious relationship for the next 5 years. Like I've had enough. I've been in a relationship for like the last 8 years of my life. Like I'm exhausted. Like I just want to be single and free. So like the M word scares me. What year did you make your first $1 million? I made my first $1 million in 2013. I'm rich. Crazy, right? In 1 month. I'm going to tell that story in a future video, but that was nuts. How do you stay consistent? Being consistent is honestly one of my biggest issues, because one little thing throws me off. But what helps is having a schedule and sticking to it. Like for instance, like I wanted to start getting more work done. So when I would drop my daughter off at school, instead of going back home, I had to stay going until it was time to pick her up. So it didn't matter what I did, I just could not go back home. So then I started going to the office, and I started being consistent with going to the office, and I started getting more work done. So I guess the key to being consistent is having a schedule. What color foundation am I, and what's my favorite foundation? I like questions like that because you kind of get to know me a little bit. So my color foundation, and I don't want to hear shit from y'all. I wear NC50. I know I'm not that dark. I know you sound like the lady at Mac every time I ask for it. But they try to sell me NC45, and that's a fuck no for me. That's actually the color of my concealer. I actually like to look more brown skin. So I make my makeup artist take my makeup 2 shades darker. I am a brownie, and I would like to look as such, and I do not want to look like no light-skinned lady. That's my personal preference. Whatever you choose to do with your makeup is your personal preference. And every time I go into the MAC, I ask for NC50, and the lady be like, "Is it for you?" I'll be like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh no. So honey, let me swatch you. I need you to ring me up, not swatch me. I know what color I wear. I've been wearing it for years. Please and thank you." What's Story's favorite TV show? She like Baby Shark. So whoever is over at Pink Fong, they making a bankroll, okay? A bankroll. Call Her Lammy asks, "What's your favorite color?" My favorite color is white. Money Management asks, "How do you balance it all?" I just wake up and accomplish as much as I can. Like I set goals. I try to meet the goals, but I don't know how. I don't even know if I'm balancing it all. I don't know. I just put one foot in front of the other. What is your hiring process as a salon? Asked by Dree Banks. My hiring process is I normally do an audition for my salon. So it's not just me looking at your Instagram and it's not you coming in for an interview. I actually like to see my stylist in action. So you actually have to come in with the model, audition with the model, so I can see, see your work. And then the final step is that you have to do my hair just to see, just so I can just experience how you are with your clients and stuff like that. But I typically don't have chairs um, available in the salon. Like everybody that comes pretty much stays. Like this last group I've had for since 2017. And I think I may have like a revolving chair left. What's your real name? My real name is Elida. That is Elida. Yeah. So I was named after my grandmother's Spanish housemate or cleaning lady. Somebody asks, Renita asks, why are you so bomb? I don't know, but thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Next question is from Miss Balls. Do you mentor people? Yes, I have not mentored anybody yet, but I give helping tips and a helping hand to, my closest friends and family. But I do want to do a boot camp, like a business boot camp with me, more so focusing on the marketing aspect of people's businesses and teaching people how to run ads, how to run email funnels, teaching people like the little tricks and ticks that I use to generate revenue outside of just posting on my Instagram. So I'm thinking about doing a mentorship in March, but I'll keep you posted. Has a friend ever stabbed you in the back? Yes, friends have stabbed me in the back. But most of the time, I got stabbed in the back by friends because we worked together. I lost some really close people to me because money changes the situation. Any advice on financial freedom, saving tips, and where to invest? I personally have a financial advisor. He works at Morgan Stanley. Shout out to Rob Rumley. Thank you. But I would say, like in the beginning, when I started saving and I started making like extra money, I never changed my lifestyle. So, say for instance, however I'm living and getting by today, right? So however I lived in January, December, November, October, that's how I'm living, right? So say like in February, March, April, I start making double the money. I'm not going to change how I live. Like I'm not going to go buy a more expensive car. I'm not going to move out of my place and move into a more expensive place. Like I'm just going to continue to live exactly how I've been living, especially if it's maintainable. Like it's like if I'm living in like a decent living situation, and then I'm just going to save the money. I'm going to pretend like the extra income is not coming in. Like I have so many different accounts and stuff like that I don't touch. Like I just don't. It does not, in my mind. It does not exist. It's like in my mind, it's a retirement fund. So that's kind of like how I save. And then in the very, very beginning, I used to save my money, like because I've always worked in service industry, meaning like I got paid at the end of the night in cash most of the time. I would save like on like dollars and tens and fives and twenties. It's like letters on it. And so like every time I got like a dollar, a five, or a 20 that had like the letter S or the letter L, that was the money that I saved. I know it sounds weird, but that was just something I did. What's up next for 2021? What's on your vision board? What's up next for like my only thing I want to manifest in 2021 is doing exactly what I said I was going to do. Like there's no money amount. I just have all these plans as far as like, pushing forward with my personal brand, creating more content, being more consistent, put myself on a schedule. Like all I want to do in 2021 is what the fuck I said I was going to do. That's my only goal of 2021. What are some pros and cons to salon ownership? I mean, cons. is you have to deal with multiple personalities. Hairstylists are independent contractors, so you don't typically get to like dictate how they take appointments, their different rules and stuff like that. So sometimes if their rules is not cohesive to the customer, then you get the backlash because you are the salon owner. Pros is that you get to work with an amazing team. I can literally always get my hair done. I love the clients. I love the atmosphere. I just love everything about salon life. So there's definitely more pros than cons. What's the hardest thing about selling hair? The hardest thing about selling hair, I always tell people, like, I'm in a business where you don't fuck around. Because sometimes shit happens. Like 2 weeks ago, I had to shut down my warehouse for 10 days to do COVID cleaning. And we couldn't ship no orders. And no matter how much I explained to people, how many emails I sent out, you know, they wanted and needed the hair. And I completely understood. And I just had to explain to them that safety is first. But other than that, I mean, it is a lot of competition, but it's a lot of competition in everything. And I think like everybody is unique in their brand and in their marketing strategy. So there's always somebody to sell to. So I don't think that's the problem. So I mean, if you are looking to start a hair business, I think you should start it. How do you stay motivated? I stay motivated because I have a 2-year-old daughter and I literally want to give her the world. Why did you and Story Dad break up? Y'all established so much together. Long story short, because that's like a whole story within itself. We just wanted two different things out of life. And nothing is wrong with that. And what I did learn from that relationship is that some people are meant to come into your life to teach you something and bring out something great in you and to teach you some of the best lessons. And you are going to need those lessons in the near future to become a better person. What's one thing you wish you would have done different in your business besides hire help sooner? One thing I wish I would have did in my business is started selling hair products sooner, like shampoos, conditioners, oils. I was just like so focused on selling the actual hair that I didn't think about the smaller ticket item like the shampoos, the conditioners, like the $10 add-on Me Too products. So if I could go back and do it all over again, I would have started selling shampoo and conditioner way sooner. What's your favorite song at the moment? Yeah, let me look at my playlist. My favorite song probably be SZA, Good Days. If I had to like pick a favorite song, it would probably be that right now. What's your favorite nail color? My favorite nail color is cow print, black and white. Even though I have like, this is my favorite color. Are you currently dating? Yes, I'm dating, period. I'm single though. Single and dating. And I'm having a fucking ball. So whoever says single is not fun, they fucking lied. What's your favorite hairstyle that you've ever done? My favorite hairstyle is probably half up, half down. I love me a good half up, half down. I love it. What's my favorite place to eat at in Atlanta? It would probably be 8 Sushi. Love that place. They have the best drinks. My favorite drink is a lychee martini. That was a quick questions and answers. I'm going to try to do them once a month. I'll post it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram so you guys can ask me questions. Yes, I'll answer personal questions as long as it ain't too personal. I want to do a relationship advice segment. So if you want any relationship advice, even though it's kind of like blind leading the blind, but I give good advice. And honestly, I'm going to tell you this. If I would take my own fucking advice, I would be a bad motherfucker. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do so now. Like this video, leave me some comments, ask me some questions. Let's chat again in a month or so. Mwah.